that my heart and mind could match. Every minute, every moment, I wanted so much more. I was sleeping till you floated through my door.
Hello everybody, my name is Will. I'll be your storyteller. We're not doing any real storytelling today. We're going to be doing character creation for our newest stream that'll be happening on Wednesday nights called Blood, Bone, and Blade, or some variation thereof, which is an L5R story, a Legend of the Five Rings story. We're using 4th edition rules, which I think were some of the best rules created for the system. And today we're going to be looking at character creation. So let's go back to this character sheet here. And you'll see that there are the 5 titular rings of the game: air, earth, fire, water, and void. Each of the 4 major rings have 2 stats associated with it, except for void, which represents all the rings and none of the rings at the same time. For air, you'll notice we have reflexes and awareness. Earth has stamina and willpower, fire has agility and intelligence, and water has strength and perception. I already have a 3 in reflexes and a 3 in agility because of my school. I am making an NPC called Kakita Yotoro. He's going to be one of the NPCs that the characters will be interacting with. And instead of rolling dice like I have been doing for the other games, I'm going to be using some of their more interesting characters to actually roll alongside them so they can see the rolls themselves. And I have some accountability for the dice rolling, so I don't fudge anything, which I don't tend to do. You will notice here that the skills are separated to where they belong. Either they're a high skill, a bouge skill, which is combat oriented, merchant skills, and low skills, which are usually dishonorable skills. I don't have any low skills and I don't have any merchant skills. I do have Kyujutsu, which is bow and arrow combat. I have Kenjutsu, which is swordplay. I have Iaijutsu with a focus, with an emphasis in focusing, which we'll get into much later when we deal with duels. But Iaijutsu is basically the skill of the quick draw. If you've ever seen 7th Samurai and the scene with the duel, that's an Iaijutsu duel right there. I have Tea Ceremony, which I need as a samurai, especially a duelist. I have Sincerity, and I picked Investigation as my 1 free skill from my school offerings, but I also have Etiquette. So really, when I was looking through this, the only ones that I need are Awareness and Perception, and maybe Void. Void is definitely important for dueling. So I think, excuse me, my first few points are going to be put there. When you start a new character in L5R, you get 45 character points to kind of round out your character. They tell you that you cannot affect the rings themselves. The rings are equal to the lower of the 2 stats underneath them. So for water, if my strength was a 4 and my perception is a 3, the ring itself would default to 3 because it's the lower of the 2. Looking at the book here to the side, I can see that to purchase traits cost the next rank times 4. So if I want to raise my intelligence to 3, it would cost me 3 times 4, which is 12 points. There's a difference for void. Void cost 6 times the new rank. So I want to raise it to 3. So 3 times 6 is 18. And bringing my trusty calculator here out of my phone, 45 minus 18 puts me at 27 points. That hurts. Okay. I don't think I need any. I mean, awareness and perception. Because awareness, if I raise it, would increase my ear ring. So that might be a no-brainer for me. Do I want the extra kept dice, or do I want more dice in the dice pool is the question. And this is the thing that you come up with. AEG created the roll and keep system, which is loosely based off of the Storyteller dice system from Vampire, Werewolf, and all the other White Wolf games. In that it's D10 based. You create a pool from your skill. In this case, it would be etiquette, which is currently at a 1, because you always get the first rank for free when you get a school skill. And then awareness, which is 2. So if I wanted to roll it right now, it would show 13. I rolled 3 dice. I only get to keep 2 from awareness, and I have no modifiers. So I got a total of 13 out of that, because 6 and 7 were the highest. If I increase awareness by 1, that would cost me, I believe, 2 points, because skills, to raise a skill from 2 to 3 would cost 3 experience points. So it costs the next rank. So yeah, so this would cost me 2 points, which I'm more than happy to pay for. So 27 minus 2 gives me 25. And now if I roll it again, you'll see that there's a difference. The 13 here in the last 10 spot is because the dice exploded. Whenever you get a 10 on a dice, you get to re-roll it and add it to that 10 automatically. So it makes for interesting rolls. So right now, I only went up 1 dice, and even though I got 2 1s horribly, I did get a total of 19. So I did surpass my original roll of 13. So I'm going to do the same thing with investigation. I'm going to raise it to 2. So that's going to be another 2 points deducted. That brings me to 23. That's not what I wanted. I gotta be careful with my scrolling. Sincerity I'm going to leave right there for now. Tea ceremony I'm going to bring up to 2. So that brings me down another 2 points. I'm at 21. If I can stay above 12, I can raise my reflexes just in case. EI Jutsu I'm definitely going to want at a 3 because I'm going to be a duelist. So 2 points and 3 points is a total of 5 points deducted there. I'm at 16. I'm going to match that with Kyujitsu, so I'm at -5. That gives me 11. I don't think I'm going to get animal handling, commerce, craft, engineering, or sailing. And I'm for sure not even going to look at the low skills. They don't interest me whatsoever. Do I want anything from acting, artists, and calligraphy? I always like calligraphy. It gives you a nice artistic output, so you can kind of kill time if you need to do it during games and whatnot. I'm not going to go into it right now. Okay, so I think for skills, we're good. We're at 11 experience points currently. Let's go back here and take a look at advantages and disadvantages. So advantages cost you points, but they improve your character significantly. Sometimes magically, sometimes just by sheer right of your family lineage. Disadvantage are the exact opposite. They give you points, but they also curse your character or hinder your character in some detrimental way. Excuse me. Let's take a look at disadvantages first. See if we can get up to above 12. Okay. It's on the first page. Nothing really interests me. Well, bitter betrothal is interesting. It's 2 points, and you have been promoted to you have been promised to another, or perhaps are already married, and neither of you are all pleased with the situation. Your spouse despises you, but he or she at least has the decorum to manage your estate properly, for the most part. Your mutual dislike, however, can result in tremendous difficulties with even the simplest of domestic or bureaucratic tasks. This disadvantage is worth 3 points to imperial characters. That might be the way to go with him. Black Sheep, I don't think it fits him. Blind is an interesting one. I think the blind duelist has been outdone, especially if you've watched Zatoichi films and things like that. Can't Lie is 2 points. You're psychologically incapable of telling lies, perhaps because it has been so thoroughly drilled into your nature by your honorable family. Not only can you not tell a lie, but if someone in your presence tells a lie that you know is untrue, you must succeed at a willpower trait roll or immediately correct them. Yeah, that's definitely Yotoro's style right there. So that's going to be Can't Lie for 2 points. 2 points, and it's going to be on page 157 of the book. Alright, so that puts us over 12 again. Yeah, plus 2 puts us at 13. We can stop there, or we can keep going a little bit. I like to go through the full list just to see if there's anything that kind of calls out. Dark Secret, Dishonored, Disbeliever, they don't fit. Disturbing Countenance, Driven. Epilepsy is interesting. I don't think I want to take it with him. Frail Mind. Greedy. Material wealth has never been a thing for me in the game, because I know that samurais get paid regardless at the end of the year. So I don't see him being greedy, especially not if he can't lie. That'd be a little difficult to play, and I don't think I want to put that on me. Lechery. Lechery is going to be an interesting one. 2 points. I think that one is an interesting one to do with Can't Lie. Lechery says, physical pleasure is a weakness of yours and you spend some considerable time pursuing it. When an opponent makes a temptation, seduction, emphasis roll against you, he gains a +1, keep 1 to the total of his roll. And that's going to be on page 160 of the book. That gives us another 2 points. Puts us at 15. I think that's good enough there. Rumor Monger, I don't see him that way. Obtuse, I don't see him that way. Could he be overconfident? Maybe. Oh, Phobia, that's always nice. You possess an irrational fear that you cannot overcome, no matter how much you struggle to convince yourself that there's no reason behind it. When confronted with this object of your phobia, all of your TNs are increased by +5 for every point you possess in this disadvantage. I just noticed that my laptop moved, and I apologize for that. It is perched atop 2 board games, so it will be shaky at times. I think I'm going to take Phobia. And I think I'm going to take it for open water and oceans. I don't think he likes. I think that he might have had a near drowning event in his past, and that has messed him up irreparably. Let's buy 2 points. Let's buy a 2-point version of it. And that's going to be on page 161 of the book. So that puts us at 17 points. I think now we're definitely good. Let's scroll up and see if there's any advantages that we can kind of eke out at a low cost for us. Wealthy doesn't matter. Virtuous is interesting. Voice is good for courtier characters and people that want to be in the courts. I could go that way with him if I wanted to spend some more points in those skills. I don't think I have enough for that. Let's go back and actually buy reflexes first, or awareness at 3. That way we get rid of these points so we know how much we're actually dealing with. That's going to be 12 points subtracted from our 17. Puts us at 5. Okay, so we have 5 points to buy advantages with. The crane weapon is the Kakita blade. Oh, that costs 5 points. I don't see him having that though. That's something that I like to give during not during character creation, but during the actual story time. You earn it in game. I think is better. Irreproachable doesn't fit because he's lecherous. Friend of the Brotherhood, friendly Kami, enlightened, 6 points, too much. Daredevil, it's 2 points. That's an interesting one to take. Yeah, I don't see anything that I really want. Maybe balance. It's 2 points. You possess an inherent calm and serenity that others have difficulty overcoming when attempting to antagonize or taunt you, and that strengthens you in your honors tested. When adding your honor rank to the total of any roll made to resist intimidation or temptation. Now, it goes against his lechery. Okay, so that, I guess we have 5 points to spend on skills. So let's go back there. Boom. Alright, our awareness is 3 now, so that means that we could put skills like the courtier skill for 1. Brings us to 4. It is not a class skill. Divination, no. Games, no. Meditation, definitely put 1 point in that. Brings us to 3. I don't see him performing anything. Athletics, 1. Brings us to 2. Jiu-jitsu, 1, because you're not always going to have your sword on you. Leaves us with 1 point left. Yeah, gotta be careful where I'm scrolling. So jiu-jitsu 1. Yeah, I don't see any of those. So yeah, so I guess we're going into calligraphy like we always do. And that gets rid of all our points. Boom. Puts us to insight 139. Brings our error ring to 3. I should have brought emphasis instead. That's fine. Okay, so now we move on to the actual school rank and information about the academy, the Kakita Bushi school, which I believe is before the advantages and disadvantages. Okay, so these are the crab schools, crane's clue. Okay, Kakita Bushi, rank 1, the way of the crane. Way of the crane. Study the sword demonstrates the many ways in which the art of Kakita's technique can be applied. You add twice your jutsu skill rank to initiative rolls. So 2 times jutsu rank to initiative. Thank you. There we go. Okay. You gain a bonus of +1 keep 1 plus your school rank to the total of all attacks and focus rolls when assuming the center stands. So that's important. Center stance gives us +1 keep 1. So 1 keep, that's not 1 keep 1 plus school rank 2. All attacks and focus rolls. All attack focus rolls. All right. This bonus also applies during the combat round, allowing one in which you assume the center stance. Okay. All right. So this is Kakita Yotoro. I can fill out his whole sex background information later. But just so we can see the difference between I don't think there is a difference between a school rank and a non-school rank, but we're trained in calligraphy, so we get to hit the train button. 25, that's impressive. We are untrained in acting. Well, we still got a 17, that's not terrible. And then when it comes to combat, since we're doing Kenjutsu, that's swordsmanship, 31, that is going to hit a lot of people. But if I have a knife, which I'm not trained in, I roll untrained and I only get a 20. So there's a big difference between trained and untrained. If you had a focus in something, it would give you a reroll of anything that lands on a 1, which is really, really nice. It helps out tremendously. But this has been a kind of simple walkthrough of character creation when it comes to L5R. If you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to look us up on Instagram at Bruncheons and Dragons, period, in between each of them. And we'll be happy to help you out. Otherwise, you can wait until Wednesdays when we start our stream. And I look forward to introducing you to a whole new cast of characters that are going to be joining us for this game. I'll be doing another couple more behind the screens kind of streams to let you know more about how I'm writing the story, what I plan, and how I expect them to ruin all of that because they're players. But thank you for joining me for this short little stream. I look forward to our next one. And remember, as always, if you feel like times are tough and you want to reach out to like a friend or family member, please do. And if you can't, for whatever reason, always reach out to a professional, because we all need to seek help when we need it, and we shouldn't be ashamed of it. It's not an issue that should be addressed with shame, but it should be addressed with care. And just know that we're here for you, and we try to be here for you in chat if you ever need anything. But with that being said, please take care of yourselves, wear your masks, keep your distance, wash your hands, and please, please be safe. And I look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Take care of yourselves.
I was dreaming of a feeling I couldn't catch. Something different that my heart and mind could match. Every minute, every moment, I wanted so much more. I was sleeping till you floated through my door. Dream